Hello students, today I will conduct your e-lecture for skill development BCom 4 exam. In earlier lectures we have already started our unit 4 and in that we have seen entrepreneur skill development. Okay, what are the skills which are required for a successful entrepreneur. Then we have covered what is small scale industries or a small scale industries in rural areas in India. We have seen the definitions, we have seen its characteristics or features, correct? Now we will focus on one of the skill of small scale industry or small scale sector. As you know that small scale sectors have different areas where the income can be generated, or small scale or rural people, they can get employment after developing skill, a particular skill. Okay, as we have discussed that National Skill Development Agency, they are conducting different programs, different courses, and under that different skills are included, and according to individual skill, the their skill is developed after providing certain training. Okay, arranging some programs for them, the government is taking initiative for the skill development of rural India. Okay, small scale industries and those industries which are the part of rural areas, and how the income can be generated, and how the people of rural areas, how they can get the employment according to their skill. Correct? That we will see. Likewise, one of the skill, today we will discuss about handloom. There are other skills also. Handloom, handicraft, then we have seen herbal industries. Okay, so these are the different skills or where the rural areas, small scale industries in rural areas are developing in certain areas, and handloom is one of them. Okay, handloom, textile, handicraft, etc. etc. Now today we will focus on handloom sector in India. The handloom sector is one of the largest unorganized economic activity after agriculture and constitutes an integral part of the rural and semi-rural life. Handloom weaving constitutes one of the richest and most vibrant aspect of Indian cultural heritage. Okay, see, as we have also discussed that the demand for these skills are more by the foreign people. So the products which are produced under small scale industries under different sectors like handloom sector, textile sector, herbal, all these products, these people means rural people, they are producing, and these goods are even exported to the foreign market because the demand of such products are more in foreign company or in foreign people. For example, they like such products, they are interested in like handicraft, what they understand or what they like, the weaving work. Okay, the different designs, the work which is made with handmade work. Okay, so they are more, these work is more exported, or these products are exported to the foreign companies. So now this handloom sector or this handloom kind of work, which it includes dyeing work. Okay, then what we say that handloom, first of all, it includes weaving work. Okay, handloom weaving is largely decentralized, and weavers are mainly from the vulnerable and weaker sections of the society who weave for their household needs and also contributes to the production in the textile industry. Handloom and textile, these are say two parts of one product. So handloom is kind of a work which is related to the textile work or which is related to the textile business. So weavers of this industry are keeping alive the traditional craft of different states. Okay, for example, the handloom work of Rajasthan, the handloom work of another state, say Maharashtra. So these people, okay, these local people, these rural people, and they are known as weavers. Only weavers can do such kind of work, handloom work. So the industry are keeping alive the traditional craft of different states. Means weaving, then dyeing, then what we call it as different usage of different colors with different designs. So these are the parts of handloom industry. So the level of artistry and intricacy achieved in the handloom fabrics is unparalleled, and certain weaves designs are still beyond the scope of modern machines. Even the modern machines cannot do the work which is made by the people, which is made by the weaver. Okay, that is known as a handwork in handloom. So handloom sector can meet every need ranging from the exquisite fabrics which takes months to weave the to popularize or to popular items of mass production for daily use. Okay, for example, there are machine embroidery also and hand embroidery also. Now this hand embroidery is made by these weavers. They are doing such a small work, the needle which they use or the designs which they design with weaving, that is simply great. And so the demand of such products are more. These goods are exported in other countries also. So now following are the important features of current scenario of handloom sector. Now what are the important features? Value addition is taking place. Okay, the value is added. The products which are produced with the handloom industry, which are related to the textile industry, so value addition is taking place. More and more weavers are getting the chance to work because the designs they design or the color combination they use, because they have that certain potential right from the beginning. Means they are what we say, from their father, their forefather. Okay, so it is a traditional business and they are carrying on this traditional work, and this is what is they are keeping alive our traditional work. So and at the same time it is adding the value. So value addition is taking place. It is giving value to our nation. They are contributing to our national income. So it is said value addition is taking place. Now quality of handloom products is improving. The work, the quality, see, the the handloom work will take place on some textile. So the textile, the cloth they use, okay, so the quality of handloom product is improving. Then more weavers are adopting full-time profession. Maximum people, okay, who are expert in weaving, who are expert in stitching, so they are taking this as a profession. Meaning SPVs and SHGs are exporting directly. These small scale industries, these what you say household business, they are exporting directly. They do not need any mediators. Okay, they are producing the goods, they are following certain formalities, and they are sending their goods to the foreign market, that they are exporting directly. Many high-end retailers are selling handloom products. Okay, the demand for the handloom products is also good in domestic market. At the same time, these goods are producing. These goods are sold. Even they are exported to the other countries. Now, what are the different skills which are related with the handloom? So, spinning, dyeing, beam bharai, designing, weaving. See, beam bharai is somehow related with dyeing art. So they are putting some what you say, the chemicals or the ingredients which are required for that particular work. So all these are the traditional skills which are there from decades but have never been realized formally. We must renew interest in these skills and make them viable, paying and value. So this will bring about entrepreneurial and managerial capability and skills of IT and financial planning, which will change the way how young loom craftsperson organize their traditional skills into aspiring business and bring about the true bunkar ka hunar se rozgar. Okay, as we have discussed, the government is providing the what do you say, training. Okay, they are giving the training, they are organizing different courses for the skill, and with the help of this, the initiative made by the government, so it is said that bunkar ka hunar se rozgar, means bunkar, the people who are living, they are known as bunkar. They are working with the help of different clothes, they are making their handloom designs and work designs, and they are called as bunkar. So bunkar ka hunar se rozgar. They people, their skill is developed. Okay, government is organizing different policies, they are giving training, and because they are trained, they are absolutely expert in that particular skill. So hunar se rozgar. Okay, the inbuilt gift they have about this work, so it is said bunkar ka hunar se rozgar. Our viewers and their skills will weave India's new story and culture and tradition for handloom in the country. So, skills have a multi-level role to play in handloom industry. Whether it is learning the art of weave, to use technology to increase weaving production, or to connect loom craftsmen to the market, everything needs learning for a new skill or upgrading what we currently have. Okay, because of the technical innovations, every time the new machinery. Okay, as I have given the example of machine embroidery, even you will find that this work which is made on a particular dress, this is also called as a embroidery. Okay, but because our bunkers, because our weavers, they are so expert that same thing they can do with their hand. So handwork is always costly as compared to machine work. You will observe if you go to the market and buy something which is handmade design, the khadi work or the khadi clothes and khadi textiles are always costly as compared to other cloths or other textile industries. Why? Because everything is handmade. Okay, it requires lot of efforts of these weavers or these laborers, or even the work they apply on the clothes, on the textiles, or on the different types of clothes they are using, that is very skillful. So, handloom products belong to the tradition of highly skilled activities that require long hours of painstaking manual labor. Today, the challenge is to create a market demand and wider reach for these products while ensuring economic viability and a life of dignity for the handloom weavers of communities. For example, in Khadi, the level of skill and labor required to spin on Gandhiji's chakra is higher than its machinized version, as is texture and feel of the hand-spun yarn and the woven Khadi. But we need to embrace these technological interventions as inevitable necessities in keeping with the times. Correct? The khadi work. Just now I have given you the example. The cost of khadi goods, the cost of khadi textile is always more as compared to our other type or other texture of clothes. Okay. For example, there is cotton, then there is chiffon, then there is satin. But all these kinds of clothes are less costly as compared to khadi, because khadi is always paid high, and the work which is made by the laborers, by the workers, it is more time taking job and more time, and what do you say, the hard work is involved in khadi work. So similarly, in order to ensure dignity of labor and economic viability of hand woven products, we need to account for the number of working hours at every stage of production. This increases their cost. Why the khadi is costly? The reason is given. On the other hand, we also need to make them affordable to expand their market base. So how do we strike a balance between systematic calculations of labor cost on one hand by ensuring affordable pricing on the other? Okay, this is a question which is raised always with these type of cloth, that is khadi. Now, what are the other things, or what are the other initiatives made by the government for the sake of the society, for capacity building among the youth of handloom weavers families, for developing entrepreneurship in addition to technical knowledge, for production of fabric with new design, zero effect and zero defect, and to provide skill in an appropriate manner. A certificate course on handloom entrepreneur has been designed, which will cover technical as well as managerial matters and enable young weavers to enhance entrepreneurship, management, and computer skills, and sensitive theme on issues of quality control, packaging, zero defect and zero effect, besides some components of technical knowledge, so that they operate as a handloom entrepreneurs. Okay. certificate courses. Now how it will help the weavers? Okay, they are getting the technical training also. They are getting the knowledge on how to use these different types of needles, how to use these different types, means same work which they are doing by hand, that design can be what you say, copied on the computers, and with the help of that they can utilize the different. So the main technical knowledge, so that they can operate handloom enterprise. The main objective of the certificate course is to enable increase in the wages of handloom weavers. The certificate course has been started at IIHT Salem, Varanasi, Salem, that is in South India, Varanasi, and Bardha in the current year 1560. Okay, so this is what is about handloom industries or handloom business. So in next lecture we will discuss about the remaining skills regarding the skill development. Thank you.